Greetings, Ambers and Boston Robs. This is Mad Hair Patrick. I love a good competition.
It's no surprise that outside of animation, I usually watch reality game shows. From Survivor to The Amazing Race, to Big Brother, to Mass Jeopardy! They were considered entertaining game shows. Even some of the short-lived ones can have their enjoyable moments.
But since Total Drama still refuses to give us a season 6, I might as well find some other animated competitions to keep me amused.
While most of them were made as a standalone episode of a particular series or a parody made for laughs, they had some fun battles and last tune standing tournaments that keep us invested of what's to come. No matter what the outcome, we always keep rooting for a character to win the grand prize. Now for this list, I'm going to look over any animated competition. It can be a survival show, a sports tournament, a quiz show, and many more. It can also come from a cartoon episode, a video game, a movie, or even an anime series. And to make it somewhat fair, I am not going to include Total Drama and The Redonkulous Race, because, let's be honest, we don't want number 1 to be too predictable now, would we?
So light up the torch because I declare this top 10 list open. This is the top 10 animated competitions.
Number 10. Skatoony. This is the closest show that tries to jump the Total Drama bandwagon, and yes, we'll address that later. Skatoony is a cartoon show where kids and toons compete for prizes. Hosted by Chud Chudders and The Earl, the player must make it through 3 rounds. 2 contestants will be kicked out for rounds 1 and 2 for their lowest scores, while the final 2 battle in round 3 to score the highest. The winner must face the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge and answer 10 questions before time runs out. But once in a while, there's usually a side plot during the match whenever something goes wrong at the studio or a toon gets upset over not winning and wants revenge. It was an interesting concept to have kids interact with toons, and it's a lot of fun answering some questions. From Bang On or Bogus, to Same Sound Name Round, to Danger Grid of Doom, to Egg Noggin, to Where in the World, and lots more.
Oh my gosh, my extension!
I do not want to know what that ape's been eating, but it looked like he was holding it for 6 years.
But when it comes to the format, they always crown a kid as the winner because that's how it's supposed to end. But sometimes these tunes are pretty creative and imaginative. You have some familiar characters like Santa Claus or Attila the Hun. Some interesting conceptual characters like Fernando and the Skeleton Crew. And a few of them have some of that Toontown flair on them like Dabs Lumen and Roland Landlubber. And yes, they even include Jimmy Two Shoes and Total Drama characters as the contestants in the North American series. And they still bring some good moments. My personal favorite moment is when Izzy joins a pirate crew and it just gives me that smile on my face.
Arr, I'm Squidbeard, Scourge of the Seven Skies! Arr!
It's crazy, wacky, loony. What else to say but it's Skatoony.
You're out of here!
Number 9. Toon Maroon. I don't usually talk about webtoons because it's not in my field, but the Looney Tunes are unforgettable no matter where they are. And apparently the producers thought it was a good idea to convert their web cartoons onto a DVD. So what is Toon Maroon? Well, 9 Looney Tunes are stranded on an island and must outwit, outplay, and outlast each other until the last toon standing to win $100. And just like Survivor, after completing a challenge, they must gather a Toon Council to vote someone out. As it is a parody of the already mentioned series, it captures the same structure of a survival show, like building shelters, catching some food, and racing to the finish line. Even the cast they chose isn't that bad. This is what I would think which Looney Tunes should compete in this Toon Maroon show, and Bugs Bunny is the perfect choice to be the host.
Let's tally the votes. Regis Philbin?
I don't want him on this island.
The other characters are also good at playing the game. You got Taz being the hungry devil he is, Debbie forming a secret alliance so he can make it to the end, and Sylvester and Tweety still doing their usual chase routine. Yeah, there were some copy and paste animation frames, and some jokes are not as fresh as either the past or present Looney Tunes cartoon. But it was a clever idea to see which Looney Tune would become the sole survivor.
That's all, folks.
Number 8. Jimmy Neutron, Win, Lose, and Kaboom. How did this special didn't get a DVD release? Okay, we all know Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, but do you remember its space special? A giant rock crash lands on Earth, and Jimmy and his friends decide to decipher the message of what it's trying to say. It turns out whoever solves the riddle gets transported into a galactic game show called Intergalactic Showdown. Their mission is to win enough games to not only return home, but also save the Earth from demolition. What makes this special a hidden gem is how much variety they put into the show they are forced to participate in. No matter which game they play, it's an obvious homage to already existing gaming programs, from Quidditch to eating challenges to the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire trivia. Some of the opponents they face can have their moments as well, like Jimmy having a connection with a Gorlog named April to save all planets, the brains hypnotizing them into a fever dream, and the Needleheads pumping out and chanting much to Sheen's annoyance. Even after Jimmy and his friends wins the game, the real showdown against the Game Master gets a lot more fun. There's a lot of robots, battle brawling, and flying like we're watching an actual movie. This is a show that will definitely blow your minds. Number 7. Tom and Jerry, The Fast and Fury. This is one of my personal favorite Tom and Jerry movies. Our favorite cat and mouse have no home to live in because their antics cause them to wreck everything. They heard that a worldwide race is coming, so they decide to sign up for it. The winner will receive a key to the mansion. The way they make this race exciting is with its colorful cast of racers and how they travel and pass through the obstacles. You got a self-absorbed celebrity, a hot rod granny, a stay-at-home mom, and a sinister dark lord who actually has a pitchy voice and runs a flower shop.
I am Gorthon, destroyer of light. I am a little nervous. I've never been on TV before.
Tom Kenny is all kinds of awesome.
I'll also give credit of using Biff and Buzz, who were in the last Tom and Jerry movie, on hosting the race. There's a lot of creativity that's put into racing the entire world on land, sea, or air. But it does contain a lot of tension whenever Tom, Jerry, or anyone else conduct a crazy plan to stay in the lead. So, in a way, the chairman and the president of Hollywood was onto something when having them race until the end. With all the slapstick they use on Tom and Jerry, I'm surprised some of the human characters captured their unique charm as the duo. It's a fun race filled with backstabbing and ironic destruction. Whoever thought the world has been waiting for a competition like this? Number 6. Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva. The Layton movie is considered by many games to be the best movie based on a video game. While there's no video game adaptation of Eternal Diva, this original Professor Layton mystery does contain some unique puzzle solving. Layton and Luke are invited into an opera house where one of the professor's students, Janice, informs them that her deceased friend, Melina, has returned from the grave in the form of a little girl. She says she has been given eternal life, a legend based on the secrets of Ambrosia. After singing her big solo, a mysterious host takes over to force everyone to play his puzzle-solving game, with the winner possibly receiving eternal life. The best part about this movie is that not only do the characters have to solve the puzzles to make it to the next level, but we the audience get to figure them out for ourselves, much like the actual games. Even the actual mystery behind this puzzle game is worth unraveling, like who is the Game Master and what's his purpose? Is it possible to obtain eternal life? What's the secret behind Ambrosia? But the greatest thing about this movie is that it does welcome newcomers to the Professor Layton games, and you get a good idea of what sort of puzzle solving it does bring to us, whether it's solving a riddle, building a plane out of random parts, or escaping from a pack of wolves.
In fact, the first puzzle isn't even at the opera house, it's at the beginning of the movie when Layton and Luke open the door to the clock tower.
Now when it comes to its competitive nature, it usually happens on people who want to receive eternal life or wants to recover the lost city of Ambrosia. Like there's an athlete with a leg injury that wants to play football again, an archaeologist who's been studying the mystery of Ambrosia for years, and a composer named Whistler who's trying to get over losing his daughter and Janice's best friend, Melina. There's even a great twist on the Game Master's identity, which I won't ruin here, but he's already a complex villain no matter if you play the games or not. I hope you got your notebooks because you need a lot of ink to figure out this puzzle game. Number 5. The PJs Survival in the Hood. This is pretty much Toon Maroon if it was fully realized how crazy it could be. A company called Lit Bat Industries selected 11 people from the project to participate in a survival game show. As previously mentioned, one person left standing without getting voted off wins $400. And for the most part, it's not only a satire of Survivor, but a tribute to the earlier seasons. Specifically the challenges they partake in, like trivia, an eat-off, and touching an object for a long period of time. And what works is that it does contain a lot of game planning and backstabbing. There's a side plot that fits the episode where Muriel wants to use the money to build a rec room in the boiler house. But what she doesn't know is that her husband, Thurgood, is secretly using it as a man cave.
What's your pleasure today? A nice cold 40.
I'll take the domestic Milwaukee.
Excellent choice.
Once in a while, the other castaways play their parts as survivalists like Smokey or Juicy, and yes, that's the names they go by. And there are some other satirical moments like the Survivor opening, and the winner still has to pay taxes on the money they just earned.
So the PJs foreshadow the first Survivor champion's fate, and they say the Simpsons can predict the future.
It's a unique episode, what else to say but the tribe has spoken.
That's right! That's what I'm talking about!
What? I had a big lunch.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and other project every week. I'll see you soon.